Hi Pratisha.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, okay. So how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, okay. So quickly introduce yourself.
Good morning, sir. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Pratyusha. I have completed my graduation. I'm currently staying in Hyderabad, but born and brought up in Tiruvuru. There are 4 members in my family, including me.
Yeah, okay.
Coming to my hobbies, I love watching cartoon stories and reading books. My strengths, I'm good with people and sincere and honest.
Yeah, okay.
My weakness, I'm emotional and that bothers me. My my aim to become a good software tester.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So what is your technical skills? You avoid.
I'm good in manual testing.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I'm going to ask some questions in manual. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So what is unit testing?
The smallest testable part in the source code of the application or each and every part of the code is working as per client requirement or not is called as unit testing.
Okay, so explain some techniques unit testing or white box techniques.
Condition coverage, loop coverage, mutation coverage, and path coverage.
Okay, fine. So after the unit testing, we can perform the integration testing. So you know that integration testing, how we can.
Yes. Once the unit testing is completed, developers will integrate all the source code units and check interactions in between all modules. Is called as integration testing.
So are you know any approaches to do this integration testing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
There
okay,
are
what?
4 approaches.
Okay.
One is top-down approach, and second one is bottom-up approach. Third one is sandwich or hybrid approach, and fourth one is big bang approach.
So Big Bang contain any drawbacks?
When 100% coding is completed and all source codes are available, then it will conduct the integration testing.
Okay.
So it is called as big bang.
Yeah. So actually, Big Bang is like when we can perform the Big Bang, we can escape some models. Okay. So that's why most of the times we cannot perform. Okay. Yeah, okay. In case there is a less chances to test, we can perform the Big Bang testing. Okay. So yeah, fine. That is fine. So these two testings were done by like both unit and integration done by like you said that source code, so it was done by developer itself. Okay, so before sending to the testing team, developer can done these testings. Okay, now so what is system testing?
System testing is the process of validating both functional requirements and non-functional requirements of the
Okay.
system testing.
Now so you mentioned that in system testing we have a functional and
Non-functional.
non-functional. Okay, so just explain in like simple notes what is functional and what is non-functional.
Validating client or business requirements are called as functional testing,
Okay.
and validating client or business expectations are called as non-functional testing.
Yeah, okay, so any types you know in functional testing?
Yes. Smoke testing, sanity testing, positive or negative testing, retesting, regression testing, database testing, exhaustive testing, end-to-end testing, and method testing.
You know any non-functional testing types? Like it includes like performance testing and
Performance
usability,
testing,
graphical
testing.
user interface. Okay, so this was coming under non-functional testing. Okay, now so in your view, what is user acceptance testing?
In this testing, if client use itself to make the application,
Okay,
if checking whether the application is
yeah, okay, fine. So basically, this user acceptance testing done by client side. So after completion of tester test the application, again to release to the market, they are going for the basic testing types. So the testing is known as user acceptance testing. Yeah, okay, fine. So yeah, why we are doing this 4 levels of testing?
testing means that need to be completed. That need.
Yeah, so simply you can say we need to cover the all scenarios. Okay, to produce the end like quality product to the end user, when we can perform this type of testing. then we can give the assurance to the customer, we tested, like when the number of testing levels are increased, then automatically the failure cost will be decreased and we can improve all the quality of the software. Okay, so that's why we are following 4 levels of testing. Okay, and finally, okay, you are hired in this company and we are facing some issue. And what is the issue means, there is a lack of time and there is no test data we are provided to you, and we are giving some pressure to you, please complete the testing, please complete the testing, but I cannot giving any time to you and I cannot giving any document to you. Which type of testing you can perform?
I can approach monkey testing.
Yeah, okay, so what is the monkey testing? Yeah, your approach is okay, so you need to express that words. Okay, monkey is nothing but like you are going with the random approaches. Okay, and your answer should be a ad hoc testing. Okay, monkey is a based on definition you are saying that, but actually ad hoc is the informal testing types. When we have a lack of test data or lack of time or lack of documents, we are following the ad hoc type testing. Okay, so actually this is the statical way we are using. Okay, so yeah, I'm asking one general question. So you mentioned that you are watching cartoons.
Yes.
So what is your recently watched cartoon?
How are you going to be series?
Okay, so what is the conclusion of that series?
There is there is one boy, Sir Henry.
Okay,
He had no discipline, and his mother want to see him as a disciplined boy and innocent boy, but he is always.
I'm asking what is the story, not what is the conclusion. So why I'm asking this question means, as a tester, we have a quality control and quality assurance. So when we are completing our testing, so we need to give the conclusion. So this we are covered these topics and we are giving this much of quality to end user. So that's why we need to cover. Okay. So this is the technical round. Okay. Yeah, we can take.